Welcome to our Porcupine Friendship Pin instructional video.
In your activity kit, you received a small baggie, and in the baggie, it contained one large safety pin. Be careful when you open it because the beads are going to go everywhere. That's a promise. At home, you might want to put them on a little plate or in a cup. So you have one large safety pin. You did also get a little surprise pin in there. I had a whole bunch of Earth Day pins, so each of you got one. Now, before you start pulling any beads out, I want you to find this little long, that is your porcupine quill. It could be brown, it could be white, it could be brown and white, and it's going to be different lengths for everyone. And what that is a real actual piece of a quill from our very own African crested porcupine PG. We do not pull the quills off for art. He sheds those. They naturally come off throughout the year. And just like a little crow or a mouse, I go and pick them up and store them as treasure. And then when it comes times for arts and crafts, we can repurpose them and use them. So that is an actual real porcupine quill. If you pick that up and look at it, you'll also notice that African crested porcupine quills are not hollow. They do have some material in there. They are made of keratin, just like our hair and our nails. And while some porcupine quills from different porcupine species are hollow, the African crested porcupine quills are not. So, to begin, each of you got an assortment of an assortment of beads, pardon me. And the beads can be put onto the pin in any design you wish. You do want to be very careful when you open up the pin, and you're going to want to start with beads. The porcupine quill will not make the turn on your pin, so the porcupine quill is going to be the last thing we put on. You can just dump them all out. That's fine. So you'll want to begin by opening your pin, and you can put the beads on the pin in a pattern, randomly with surprise, all one color, whatever your art desire is of the day.
Having some trouble?
Oh, let me open it for you. If you're having trouble opening, that's what the adults in your life are for. And this happens during live camp too. Or should I say in-person camp? And I do apologize for our rooster in the background. He has a lot to say today. So you can see Tessa, she's putting the pins on the side, the pointy side, but you're going to scoot the pins all the way over to the side that has the closure. And then same for Isla, she's putting her pin, yep. So make your design however you like. Whatever kind of pattern, whatever kind of colors.
Really clears. Not this one.
There's a motorcycle passing by today. A lot going on. All right, so Tessa has put the beads where she wants them on the one side. Isla's almost there. Now, hold on, T.
This is what I want.
So when you do this, here's the part so that you don't get stuck in the finger, not with the porcupine quill, because I did make those straight and dull. They're usually sharp and pointy and stabby. But for the safety pin, you don't want to slide the porcupine quill on with your finger in the direction of that point. So what you want to do is you want to hold the quill by the sides and slide it on. There is going to be some resistance. You will have to push a little bit, This is another part where if you want to get an adult to help you, that's fine if you're a little nervous about sticking yourself with the pin. So Tessa has got her started and she's just kind of smushing it down real slow, just easing it down. And usually that's the way to go. Not like that, don't put your finger on the top, that's how you get stabbed. And if it's difficult, yeah, see how she's anchored it on the table so that she can push. And then let's see how Isla's making out. Isla, be careful with your finger, please. And if it gets part way, it does have material in there. So if it gets part way and you're like, oh man, I'm afraid I'm gonna stab myself, you can get someone to help you. You're just sliding it down. All right, Tessa needs help with hers. If you have room and you want to put a few extra beads on the end, you're more than welcome to. If you want to leave it just quill on that one side, that's okay too. If you have leftover beads, use them for another beautiful art project. Very lovely. Very nice. Make sure that you throw away your plastic bags. Don't let them make their way into nature. All right, let's check it out. Very nice work. So again, if you guys have any questions about this, just contact me and I'll be able to help you out. But congrats on your Porcupine Friendship Pin.